Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us once again for NWA Mountain State Wrestling on Fox. I'm the Outlaw Rockstar and Pretty Boy Redneck, Sweet Stephen Hensley, with my broadcast colleague,
Jacques Moliere.
And we'd like to remind you that we are only one week away from seeing the NWA North American Tag Team Champions, Team Mega, come down to defend against Mountain State Wrestling's finest. Come out, support the home team, blue and gold all the way, baby. We're going to take them apart, we're going to take them to town, we're going to bring the belts home. Tell us about this week's main event, Jacques.
Well, I'll tell you right now, everybody, this main event for this hour, we have the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, King Richard, versus the challenger, J.C. Dykes Jr. You don't want to miss it. That's going to be a great match. Stay tuned, because we'll be right back.
This is Commissioner Larry Light. If you'd like to see the great TV stars of NWA Mountain State Wrestling come to your town, give us a call at area code 304-673-2054 or check us out on the web at mountainstatewrestling.com.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. It has a 15-minute time limit and is for the NWA Mountain State Wrestling television title. First, the challenger, formerly residing in New York City, now in West Virginia, weighing 240 pounds, Stro, the Maestro And the opponent, from Little Italy, he is the NWA Mountain State Wrestling television champion, Karl.
I don't know if you remember, Jacques, the last week when we were here on the program, the Muppet of the Mountain State, Sir Karl won the NWA Mountain State Wrestling television title. I don't know if you remember, I was a little upset.
I remember.
And do you remember he asked me what I thought? I think this is a flash in the pan. He's not going to hold that title for too long. Lord knows I don't want to see it around the waist of the Maestro. I'd like to see it return to the legit hit Bryan Kyle. But Sir Karl here, let's face facts. He is the joke in this contest. The Maestro, even as much as I dislike him, at least he knows who he is. He's a con artist that you shouldn't trust, that can manipulate the fans to hack some merchandise. But he's also a very dangerous man. He's underhanded. And somebody that knows that about themselves can fully utilize their size and skills to their advantage. And Sir Karl, he doesn't know who he is 1 second to the next.
Well, he's a multi-personality person. If this is how he wants to live, so be it. And if he's got connections, how he claims to have, Sir Karl, you better watch out because he might put a hit on you.
Yeah, maybe he'll put a hit on you, but one stiff shot to the head and you might see Karl Maga, the Ugandan midget. Another stiff shot to the head and you might see, oh, I like tea and crumpets, Sir Carlton. Or we could see the return of the original Trailer Park Boy, Karl.
The insane, psychotic Karl.
See a nice series of reversals and exchanges there by Karl and the Maestro. Karl finally gained the upper hand with a drop toe hold, but Stro, reversing it, grabs a hold of that leg, and now he's just floating over, grabbing a side headlock. Thought for a second maybe he was going to go for that crossface that he favors. Karl rolling around, grabbing the Stro's wrist, trying to regain some momentum, not a smart move. The big man covers him, using his weight advantage to press his shoulders to the mat.
That would have been a quick match right there if it was a 3 count.
Well, I don't think the object there was to get a pinfall victory. The Stro is stupid, but he's not that stupid. He does realize, however, any chance you get to make your opponent exert themselves, like Karl had to do to kick out of that, that's going to take a little bit away from them. You got to remember, the Stro is a big, heavy man. The momentum you need to provide to kick out of a pinfall attempt by the Stro is a lot of strength. That's a lot of effort and exertion that Karl had to put out there. And the Stro has enough on still how much pressure he can amply apply to the Maestro. A lot of upper body strength, even from below. The stocky build of the Stro, as big a man as he has a great low center of gravity in addition to an already obvious leverage advantage, strength advantage, and power advantage. Karl may want to channel a mat wrestling personality. Doing some good.
Karl flies across the ring into the ropes. The straw reverses. Karl don't know what hit him.
Straight with the cover. Carleone already put under the rope and drapes a leg over the rope. No doubt we can't get a pinfall there. But a nice shot to the chest of Karl by the Gladhander. And Gladhander forces him in the corner. Battering ram-like shots. Don't like this guy. I do like seeing both of these men hurt, so this is more fun than I thought it would be, Jock. Nice bleeding chest strikes from the heavens by the Maestro. And Karl falls to the mat, wondering if he's bleeding yet.
He's probably bleeding internally, I would say.
They're called knife edge for a reason.
Karl kicks out. Stroh's in control.
Nice double leg takedown. Carleone goes for a figure 4 attempt, and he locks it in. He locks it in. The smart thing to do right now would be to grab a hold of that middle rope. I don't know why he's not doing it. I imagine it's because he's stupid.
Or maybe he's trying to play right.
Body freaking doll. Right, wrong, he's a champion. Walk out with the title. That seems like a better plan than catering to a rule book.
Well, the straw might actually tap out or get that pin count. That move is very painful. It puts a lot of strain on the leg. And the straw will not be the same if he gets out. Dragging Karl to the center of the ring, trying to grab that rope, it looks like. Trying everything he can to get out. Trying to reverse it, it looks like. All right, he makes the break. What's this? Straw setting up Karl for the figure 4 now. Yes. He locks it in place. Grab the ropes, Carleone. All he's got to do is just grab that bottom rope. Yes, he grabs it.
This will force the break here. Stroh holding on for a length of time there. 4 count still means you don't get disqualified. Still got a shot at the title. And you can see the mean streak of the Maestro coming out right now. It's the greed for the title. Greed age too mean. Sportsman, you can say that. That looks good for the press. But at the end of the day, it's all about winning the belt.
Yes, yes. If Karl wants to remain the television champion, he's going to have to start throwing some colors here. Looks like he's trying.
Nice hip toss by Karl. Stroh looking up back and towards the ropes. Hopefully he'll grab a hold of it. Good deal. Let the punishment continue for both of you. Karl requesting the referee's count. I don't know why he would question anybody's count. I don't think he can count himself.
Pin count after pin count. Karl just wants this match over. But it's obvious the Straw is not going to be feeding into this right here. He's not going to give up. He will not quit. Them chops that Karl is taking in. It's incredible. I mean, Karl.
I've got to tell you, Jacques Moliere, normally I'd say that I'm thrilled to be out here each and every week. Calling a television battle match between Karl and the Maestro, not my idea of a day in the park. It's the only time in history that I think anybody out there with any class would wish to see Jonathan Styles back up here again. Jonathan Styles deserves the indignity of calling a match like this. I know you won't like it. You're thanking the heavens right now that you don't have to hear his nasally little voice again. Act like he knows what he's talking about. Acting like he's a broadcasting announcer in our industry. Let's face facts. I'm a winner, he's a loser. I'm glad he's in the backstage right now so I don't have to look at him. By far and away, the ugliest redneck I've ever seen in my life. Actually, strike that. The word redneck should not be applied to a man with that little class. He's the ugliest piece of trash that I've ever seen behind a broadcasting booth. I would like to think that maybe you could get by on your voice, but let's face facts. His voice is as ugly as his face. So, a match as ugly as this between two guys that I disrespect as much as these guys, that's something for him. He can call the ham and egger. Give me the gift of Raj any day of the week.
Well, that's a lot of serious words there. All right, Stro goes down. Let's call the one crawling his way to the pin count. Foot on the rope. Both men still in this action right here. Still in it. Stro is going to try to end this match.
Stro trying to turn him over into a scorpion deathlock. See Karl trying to keep his back from turning over. But the Stro, if he even lays down on top of him with his knee right now, which it looks like he's making good use of his leverage there, he could have turned him straight over and done even more damage than he could have with a regular deathlock, which I think may be what he's trying to go for there. You certainly see friendship is going out the windows here. Last week, you saw Karl and his brother have the Maestro back. This week, you see the Maestro trying to tear Karl apart. And you know why? Because loyalty means nothing when you come up into a situation where you can grab that brass ring.
Well, it also has something to do with the TV title. Maybe the Stro wants a piece of that belt right there. He wants that. He wants to be called the champion.
Exactly right. The metaphorical brass ring, the television title. And the Stro just cinching in that scorpion deathlock. And Karl, you can hear his screams of agony. Oh my Lord, the tortured screams. That's like music to my ears. And for the first time in his life, the Maestro is living up to his name.
Oh,
he's making music to my ears. I love hearing Carleone scream in pain, scream in agony. And I hope that he snaps his back in half right now.
Music to your ears, huh?
Oh my Lord, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, he's in trouble, man. I mean, he doesn't have much time to win this match. Looks like we're gonna have a new television champion.
You hear the countdown. Maybe you can snap his back in half before the count ends. Please tap.
He couldn't do it.
Oh, I wanted to see the nightmare end for Carleone. I want to see this friendship severed forever.
Look at the Stro. He actually thinks he won. A time limit draw. The Stro thought that he won this match.
The NWA Mountain State Wrestling Television Champion, Karl.
I suppose the solace I can take from this match is that the Stro still doesn't have the belt.
NWA Mountain State Wrestling, it's Diablo Jr., the first ever tag champ and junior heavyweight champion at the same time. I've had these tag titles 7 times, the junior heavyweight title twice. You want to see the best wrestler today? July 3rd, Smithers, West Virginia. Come.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring wrestler in the world today, Jason the Gift Kincaid, telling you to come out July 9th to Mullins, West Virginia, to see Jason the Gift Kincaid and Ricky Shane's mustache.
July 10th, hitting West Virginia. Gear up! Because Stro, the Maestro of Wrestling, is back in town. That means we're going to kick some booty, take some names, and Gift Raj, it's time to get your tails whipped. Ooh la la. King Richard, let me tell you something. Before this night is up, I'm going to make you apologize to every fan, every wrestler, everybody in the NWA Mountain State roster that you put down, you picked on, you beat up, and you humiliated. Your time has come. And before this night's up, pal, you're going to apologize and say, I'm sorry to the world. Ooh la la. Get ready!
All right, everybody, let's hear some words from all 3 contenders in this next match.
Gentlemen, this morning you're going to get a future tag team title shot if you are victorious against 2 other teams. That being the Bunkhouse Boys and the team of Jason the Gift Kincaid and Diablo Jr. Is there any way to ensure victory?
So you know what, Jonathan? I like the way you said if. I like that. You threw it in there, you're giving the other teams the benefit of the doubt. Well, you know what? Me and my brother, You all know we're a part of the Gifterage. But before the Gifterage came along, we were a little team called Legit Dynamite. And I'm pretty sure we held the NWA Mountain State Tag Team titles twice. Yeah, it was twice. So you know what? This morning, #1 contendership match, we got it in the bag. Gifterage style.
That's right. When we win tonight or this morning, we will come back and become your NWA Tag Team Champions once again.
Gentlemen, I just have one simple question for you. Is this the match that gets you the #1 contendership and gives you the momentum to become 5-time Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
I'll make it short and sweet to you. Tonight, 3 teams going to go in. The other 2 teams are going to get beat. Me and Blackheart, new #1 contenders.
Gentlemen, a new team that has been put together is taking on a team that has combined 6 tag team title reigns. How can an unorthodox team like this ensure #1 contendership?
Mucho gusto, buenos dias, West Virginia. Me llamo Jason the Gift Kincaid. Soy el número 1 luchador en el mundo. Right?
Sí. Yeah!
Strong comments made by all 3 teams. Now let's go to the ring with Jonathan Styles. Not the wisest decision you can make, taking a man that's ungifted against a group of guys that are gifted, and a group of men, a duo of men that stumbled down from the mountains to eat small Mexican boys for breakfast.
Texas, Big Willie Blackheart and Bandit, the Bunkhouse Boys!
And these men tonight, the Bunkhouse Boys will play the part of the hungry men, Diablo Jr., Jason Kincaid. They can be the boneless wings from Applebee's that they're going to devour whole.
Look at Big Willie Blackheart mocking Johnny Styles.
Richard, Dynamite, Derik, Billings, and the legit hit Bryan.
And the announcement of the only other team that matters in this match besides the Bunkhouse Boys, the Gifterage.
And the 3rd team in the contest.
You can call this one.
West Virginia, weighing 215
Oh no, looks like a wet willy to me.
Kincaid!
Big Willie Blackheart is going to give Johnny Styles a wet willy.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 185 pounds. He is 1/2 of the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Mecca of Mountain State
Ethiopian
Wrestling,
indeed, King Richard. I bet you didn't know that while King Richard is the greatest wrestler in Mountain State Wrestling today, he's also the funniest man I've ever met.
Man, I'm sorry, but Big Willie Blackheart just gave Jonathan Styles a massive wet willy. Oh man. Dang. Did you feel that, Jonathan Styles? How did that feel? Pretty nasty stuff right there.
See Diablo Jr. having words with King Richard. I don't know if that's the wisest thing you can do at the beginning of this contest. He's taking his eyes off the big man, Big Willie Blackheart. You see the 2 men circling each other in the ring. And Blackheart looks like a mountain man of a sumo wrestler right now, going into that low stance. Diablo Jr., he's certainly not going to want to shoot on this big man. I don't know what amateur wrestling hold he believes is going to be effective. There's a lot of cushioning down there, along with a lot of abdominal strength to support that frame. I don't think you're going to get by with headbutting the abdomen of Big Willie Blackheart. You're going to have to come up with a new strategy, son.
Now this is just ridiculous right here. You got this big heavyweight in the ring right now with this light junior heavyweight champion. I mean, you know, come on. You know, but you know, I don't underestimate Diablo Jr. and I definitely don't underestimate Big Willie, but come on, the odds are against Diablo Jr. I mean, for real.
I certainly find it impossible myself to underestimate Diablo Jr. because he's not capable of very much, so it's kind of hard to set my expectations low for him. Oh, this is quite possibly the stupidest thing you could do, going for a Greco-Roman knuckle walk. with a man who outweighs you by about 350 pounds. He's taller than you by darn near a foot. What on earth are you thinking, Boneless Wing?
Big Willie Blackheart shaking the waist in front of Diablo Jr.
Diablo Jr. using that big, thick chupacabra-like skull of his to fire back and hit the big man with some headbutts, but to little to no effect there.
Oh, man.
Double thrust to the throat of Diablo Jr. sends him off the ropes.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Back elbow to the chest, Diablo Jr. down on the canvas.
Big Willie Blackheart showing his
A lot of times you talk about a speed advantage of a man like Diablo Jr., but really, speed against a big guy like this, it can keep you out of the way. Nice back body drop there by Big Willie Blackheart. Dykes in the bandit back into the ring. Goes to that rear chin lock that he so often favors. Cutting off the oxygen flow to the head of Jason Kincaid. Also working on the neck. Driving between the shoulder blades and the back. And that also combines the pressure he's already put on the neck there. You immediately give a striking blow to the back, but you add more striking power to the leverage of the chin lock you already have applied to Jason Kincaid.
no tag. Yes.
Dynamite Derik Billings reluctant tag into the ring. And right there what you saw was Dynamite Derik wondering if this is a moment where Jason Kincaid's softened up enough that he can take advantage of the situation and call victory. Stomps him down in the corner. That sit-down powerbomb that he so often loves. And a double scissor to the head of Dynamite Derik. Dynamite Derik back up to his standing position though. Slaps him in the head. Hey, wake up, Jason Kincaid. See the man that's gifted now? I'm Dynamite the Gifted Derik Billings. You're a nobody. You see Jason Kincaid falling into the ropes, mounting back up into the stiff shots by Dynamite Derik.
Nice knee to the gut. Jason's down. He is exhausted right now. Dynamite got the advantage of Jason Kincaid right now. He might as well just end it, get him out of here, eliminate him, move on to the next person.
Jason Kincaid trying to get the fans behind him. I don't know why he thinks that matters. If you're capable of getting out of a hold, you should be able to do it on your own. Why would you so need the approval of the fans to motivate you to do it? Win a match like a man. Be somebody, boy. Nice running knee to the tempo of Kincaid. Followed up with a kick to the back by Bryan Karl. Forearm shot. And Jason Kincaid is on the run.
Oh man, damn. You know, the body only bends certain ways. You know that, Steven?
I know. The offensive power of Bryan Karl to fire out a flurry of punishment like that is just awe-inspiring. You gotta remember, the Gift's been in there for a long time now. He can barely defend himself, and he's still being forced to endure these torturous blows by Bryan Karl. Sends him back into the ropes, bounding off again. Hits him with the forearm smash. Karl falling into the ropes now, though. Oh my Lord!
That did it right there.
Jason,
is he eliminated? No.
Diablo Jr. steps in there trying to push Karl off.
20
Karl wisely grabs a hold of the arm.
Here we go.
Kincaid
Nice suplex.
almost into the ropes there. Could have snapped his back in half a few more feet. No pinfall though.
Dynamite ain't gonna make a tag. He don't want his own brother. Looks like Jason was in the wrong corner.
Certainly was. But you know, if you tag the Gift Garage in, Dynamite Derik's in there, Bryan Karl's in there. If one of them lays down, the other one can pin them in. They can pick up the victory that way. It's not the most intelligent decision to go doing things like that. But the Gift Garage has so much respect for this sport to pull off a cheap win over guys that are too stupid to realize like they're doing, like Jason the Gift Kincaid and Diablo Jr.
There we go.
Instead, now taking them to school. Nice scoop slam. Leads Jason Kincaid down in the center of the ring. Fires off. Leg drop with authority. Snap leg drop, if you will. And a cover. Barely kicks out there. And Jason Kincaid has got to be wondering what he did in that past life to have been reincarnated as a sacrificial lamb.
The reverse. Legit hit to the corner.
Oh, the Bunkhouse boys. They smell an opportunity here. Bryan Karl's been in control for a while. The Gift hasn't. If the Gift gets pinned by Karl, they aren't going to get their tag title shot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He eliminated the Bunkhouse Boys? No! No, not this way. Maybe a pinfall victory for the Gift Garage, but not this way. Not this way. This is terrible. This is horrible. This is a travesty.
Jason kicks out. Man, we just got
I'm
chaos
sorry,
everywhere.
boys. That should have never happened.
Well, say goodbye to the Bunkhouse Boys. They have been eliminated.
Ref,
due
you
to
need
a
to turn your
disqualification.
license in. Turn your license in. That was a poor call.
This is not a disqualification match. This is an elimination match.
Jason the Gift did a nice foot to the face of Dynamite Derik, destroying that attempted back body drop that Dynamite Derik was seemingly going for. Dynamite Derik is corner now, but the Gift missed a big splash attempt, and a lariat from the heavens just took his head off. And he's on Dream Street now. He's looking for a little Nemo in Dreamland, wondering what he can do to get out of this situation, wondering when the pain will end.
Dynamite is going to choke out the Gift. He's going to end it right now. The Gift is going to be unconscious. He's out. All right. That's it. Jason is disqualified. Eliminated. No.
It will be a submission, I beg your pardon.
Yes, excuse me. A submission.
Jason the Gift trying to force back a vertical position here. Got a hold of him. Nice jawbreaker by the Gift to Dynamite Derik, who's now backed into the corner. See Bryan Karl shouting words of encouragement to his partner, Diablo Jr., shouting El Chupacabra to his partner, which is no help. Nobody understands the language of the Chupacabra. And to see what kind of situation the Gift has gotten into by teaming with Diablo Jr., the best today. Dar, indeed. Can anybody understand the Chupacabra?
What a nice kick by Legit, causing Jason to practically do a backflip right up to the neck.
Standing on the face of the Gift. The Gift not looking too happy right now. Oh! And the Gift, incredible Inseguri desperation maneuver, tags in the hot man Diablo Jr., the fresh man, comes in, headbutt, forearm, headbutt, battering ram shots in the corner. Bryan Karl sneaking up behind him. Diablo Jr. punches his mind, kick to the gut, sends him into the turnbuckle. Oh my lord, flies in there, clothesline by the 138-pounder, stomps on the gut of Dynamite Derik, positions Bryan Karl, bounds off the rope, somersault roll through, flash, 1, 2, and a kick out by the Legit hit Bryan Karl. Not going to happen that easy, Diablo.
That was a quick one.
Chupacabras aren't very good at understanding the statistics.
Cameraman got a piece of that action. Luckily, it just grazed him.
If you would understand statistics well, the statistical data would show you do not let up on a man like Bryan Karl. And you saw he had such an intelligent series of offensive maneuvers that he dropped focus for a moment. And Bryan Karl, being gifted, took advantage of the situation. And the reversal of fortunes is back into effect for the two high flyers.
What's going on right here, right now? Oh, wow. All that pressure, all that force.
Nice avalanche splash. Dynamite Derik on the middle rope. Flies out with a flying claw to the stomach. Diablo Jr. down the mat. 2 count. Dynamite Derik stomping away on the back of Diablo Jr. Diablo Jr. forced back to the vertical base. Snapmare. Bounce off the ropes. Oh my good lord.
That's it.
Nice knee strike.
No.
Dynamite Derik looks frustrated. He certainly thought he had him there. I thought he did too. Chupacabras, though, are rumored to have 9 lives like cats, though. Did you know that, Dr. Lear?
No, I didn't know that.
So we could see Diablo Jr. get hurt at least 9 times tonight and seemingly die, which is a wonderful thing, especially when he's in there against any predators like the Gift Garage.
Diablo Jr. really taking a whooping by Dynamite.
You know,
he's trying. Look at that, mocking Jason.
Oh, Jason Kincaid loses focus in the ring, falls prey to the psychological mind games of the predatory instincts of the Gift Garage. And while we call them the Gift Garage, You gotta admit, these two guys here are definitely brothers Grimm. You think you're gonna have a fairy tale ending to your match tonight, Diablo Jr.? These guys are gonna deliver the reality of a nightmare world. Nothing is as happy as you'd like it to be.
Come on, legit. You want to take out Diablo? We need to see some power slams and some power moves.
Did you hear that glorious scream of pain from Diablo Jr.? And Bryan Karl dishing out more punishment. Few men can utilize a forearm shot the way he and his brother can, but their strikes pack so much momentum. Their youth, their strength, their agility, their speed, unparalleled in this business. And they look like a tag team should look, like the future of this business.
Here we go. Frog splash. That's it. Yes. No.
Great double team maneuver there. Bryan Karl holding the legs and Dynamite splashing him almost through the mats.
I actually heard Diablo Jr. saying no. This match ain't over just yet.
I think you misunderstood what he says. No, God, no. Why did I become a professional wrestler? I can't believe I'm in here with these guys that are hurting me so badly, and I can't remember the English words for please get me out of here. Please let me quit. He's in there saying, no habla inglés, no habla inglés. Please take me out. Please get me out. Where's my stretcher? Except it's in Spanish. Now, a referee, as you well know, is not bilingual.
Diablo to the gut. He ducks.
But caught him. Sidewalk slam.
That's it. Yes, it's over. No. Once again, Diablo Jr. kicks out amazing. This man can take a beat down. Can you do that?
Absolutely. But I don't need to. My gift to the industry is my voice. I don't need to compete in the ring. People want to hear me talk. I'm here to give it to them. 60 minutes every week on Sunday, 11 to 12, Fox WV, NWA Mountain State Wrestling, the Outlaw Rockstar Stephen Hensley. Our main man, Jacques Moliere.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
I wonder what Jonathan Styles is doing these days.
Well, all I know is Dynamite got Diablo Jr. in the center of that ring right now, tossing him around. Oh, wow.
Nice full Nelson slam into a backbreaker. It's combination maneuvers like that make them so dangerous in a match like this.
Have you ever seen anything like that from Dynamite? I have never. And Diablo Jr. kicks out. What is this guy on? Is he on LSD or what? PCP? What is it?
If you haven't seen maneuvers like that from Dynamite Derik and Bryan Karl, I'm afraid you may have been coming to work with your eyes closed, Jock. They're innovative. They're what you call originators. Every week they show us something we've never seen before because they're that good and they work that hard to be the best. Fires him into the corner, running off. Diablo Jr. desperation boot to the face. Bryan Karl turns around. By Diablo Jr. And Bryan Karl is down on the canvas, but so is Diablo Jr. Who's the first man going to be to make the tag?
Well, if there's one thing I know, Diablo Jr. is worn completely out. He needs to make that tag to the gift. Jason Kincaid, legit hit, don't look too good neither. Legit makes the tag. Yes. All right, here we go.
But so is the gift. Giant wall shot. Rapid fire blows by the gift. I can't believe it. The meeting he's taking, he can move like this. Lord Almighty, he is on fire right now. Flies out of the corner. Oh, wow. Nice rolling to the face. Dynamite down. Kyle down. Pinfalls him. Thank you, Lord. A kick out. The gift pulling Dynamite Derik back up into a vertical base, running towards the turnbuckle. Diamond Dust goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out.
Legit breaks up that pin count right there. Now Jason's winning streak is put to a halt now.
Momentum has effectively been ended there by a series of forearm shots by the legit hit. Bryan Karl living up to his name and hitting the the ungifted, just like he deserves to be hit. Like a government mule. Inverted atomic drop by Dynamite Derik from Diablo. Stomp to the midsection there. and he's going for a Texas cloverleaf. If it's all the same to you, I'm going to call this the West Virginia rhododendron. You see West Virginia rhododendron there. Nice elevation on the West Virginia rhododendron there by Dynamite Derik, the proud statesman that he is, representing West Virginia to its finest.
Threw the towel in.
The gift throws in the towel. And what's going on here? What's going on? Oh my Lord! Diablo's hurt.
I can't believe
Diablo's
it, man.
hurt, and the gift knows he can't make it. You see the gift garage standing tall proud.
By Jason Kincaid, throwing in the shirt there. The winners of the match and new #1 contenders, the legit hit Bryan, Karl, and Dynamite Derik.
And this is a beautiful thing, Jacques Moliere. If it's all the same to you, I'm going to go plan the celebration party, and you'll see me in a minute.
What a great match, everybody. All three teams gave it all they had. I can't believe it. That was just incredible.
Now let's go hear comments from the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, King Richard, and his opponent, J.C. Dykes Jr.
J.C. Dykes Jr., this morning you go for the most coveted title in Mountain State Wrestling, the heavyweight title, the title that would be the top of your resume. But your brother's in a different place right now. The gift garage seems to be focused. Can you go home the heavyweight champion?
Jonathan Styles, I've been in this company before you even were a check mark on the payroll. Ricky Shane, not King Richard. Ricky, me and you trained together every Sunday, every other Saturday up at the world famous Bud Powwow Center. I call it the dungeon of paying your dues. We got handed every single time. We both were at just the same level there for a while. You know, I was Rookie of the Year after he was Rookie of the Year. I was most improved after he was most improved. Tag titles, television title. A couple awards here and there, but we've always remained about the same level. Except now, he's up here a little bit with that heavyweight strap. But I think after the weight's taken off his waist and put around mine, you'll see who the homegrown star is in Mountain State Wrestling. And don't worry about Karl. I got his medications under control.
J.C. Dykes Jr., once again, I got to step in the ring with you. The king has to step into the ring with some freak. He can't even comb his hair, more or less lace up a pair of wrestling boots. What you done in Rand, West Virginia was a fluke. A fluke. I got bigger problems to worry about than you, son. The gift garage, I don't know what's going on with those guys, but I'm sure not worried about you. I'll take care of you later.
King, what's your plan going to a match against a man like this? And he says, Steve, I'm going to knock him out. He's like, how are you going to do that? He's like, I'm going to knock him out. Confident. That's what the champion has.
That's a good plan. Knock him out.
First, the challenger from Lewisburg, West Virginia, weighing 215 pounds. Tag Team Wrestler of the Year, Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, and time for Wrestler of the Year, J.C. Dykes Jr.
J.C. Dykes Jr. All right.
And a nice ovation for the technical wizard of the trailer park.
From Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing 220 pounds, the most hated wrestler of the year and match of the year winner. He is the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, King Richard.
You should stand and respect this man, Jacques Moliere. Don't give in to the Muppets of the Mountain State.
I like King Richard, the
Amen,
heavyweight
brother.
champion. That beard kind of looks a little weird on JC. I don't know if he's sporting the Abraham Lincoln look or what.
Well, here in a second, it doesn't matter what look he was trying to emphasize. The one that we're going to remember is black and blue eyes, blood coming out of his nose, maybe a broken jaw, maybe a dislocated shoulder, but he's getting ready to enter into a world of pain when he goes up against King Richard. A nice lock up there at the beginning. King Richard forcing J.C. Dykes Jr. into the corner.
Was this a clean break from the heavyweight champion?
Of course it's a clean break. King Richard is a man that respects the intentions of this business to have sportsmanlike demeanors.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. King Richard is the most honest, most respected
Are you
heavyweight
kidding me,
champion
you
ever.
disrespectful piece of trash, J.C. Dykes Jr.? How dare you insult the king who just showed you a modicum of respect?
Well, a little cheap shot there from JC. But you gotta give it all you got.
Classless upbringing of the barnyard animal, J.C. Dykes Jr., that allows him to treat a man as revered in our business as King Richard like that after receiving the smallest gesture of respect at the beginning of this match. And Dykes is in control right now with an arm bar and a headbutt to the arm there. But eventually, King Richard will have his day in this match, and he'll regret that show of disrespect.
Well, JC Dykes Jr. does want to become the new heavyweight champion. The title is on the line. A side headlock from the heavyweight champion, King Richard.
I told you just that quick. King Richard takes control of the contest, drags him over with that side headlock, and now has a leverage advantage, laying over tops of Dykes. Attempted pinfall maneuver there by Dykes, but King Richard, too fresh, too rested, and too savvy to fall for that.
There we go. King Richard off the ropes.
Nice shoulder block by King Richard.
Yes.
Bounce off the ropes. Cross by Dykes. King Richard going into the corner.
Begging for mercy.
Forcing a slow
timeout. Timeout he's claiming. What's he doing, Steve? Taking a break?
Use of the rule book for his advantage. You can say whatever you will. Dykes had the momentum, and King Richard just destroyed it. It doesn't matter how you destroy momentum for your opponent as long as that goal is accomplished.
It's a good strategy from the champion, taking a break, catching his breath, thinking about what he's going to do. Meanwhile, JC Dykes Jr. is refreshing his memory as well.
The two men circling each other right now. So much on the line in a contest like this. And the referee had better heed King Richard's advice and hold his distance.
So tell me, Stephen, and everybody watching the show right now, what do you think about JC Dykes Jr.?
I don't like JC Dykes Jr. very much at all. I think he's a punk. I think he looks like trash. I think he smells like trash. But there's no denying his abilities in the ring. I do not like this man, but his commitment to his craft is incredible. Always studying tapes, and you see the influence of many different styles when JC Dykes Jr. wrestles. You're going to see a little bit of lucha libre influence. You're going to see a little bit of the stiffer stuff from Japan. You're going to see some hardcore wrestling emphasis. You're going to see some mat wrestling. You're going to see some styles. You're going to see a series of arm drags. I mean, the man has a repertoire. It just so happens that he's also a piece of trash.
All right. Well, what do you think about King Richard, the heavyweight champion of NWA Mountain State Wrestling?
Leg drop by Dykes onto the arm of King Richard. Goes back to that wrist lock / arm bar. Kicks the arm of King Richard.
Richard poke in the eye. Nice move by King Richard. Now, who's got the advantage?
Indeed effective. And now just choking Dykes on the ropes, making use of his strength and his leverage, as well as the stiff nature of the ring ropes. I know that you've been here for a while. You certainly walked up to the ring and felt it before. We all have, being the fans that we are. Those ropes are not soft, are they, John?
No, they're not. It's actually a pressure point, and it hurts really bad. That's a weak spot in the human body. Oh, wow.
King Richard misses the splash. Dykes trying to elevate him. Drop kick to the back of King Richard. Back up to a vertical base is Dykes. Dykes. Floating T-bone suplex by JC Dykes Jr.
That was beautiful right there. JC with a nice move.
Nice somersault roll through and a pinfall attempt.
New champion. No.
Kick out by King Richard.
He almost had it. JC almost became the new champion.
Well, they don't call him King Richard because he's a servant in this sport, because he makes other people look good. He's the king because when it counts, he pulls it off. Jawbreaker by King Richard right there, just to prove my point. Dykes back down, looking up at the light, and King Richard is in a sitting position, getting ready to make his way to a standing position to deliver more punishment. Drapes the foot across the throat of Dykes, and Dykes wisely trying to crawl to the outside. King Richard taking the time to inform the fans they can hope for a miracle all they want, but sorry, the Cinderella story is done. We had that at the Rand Arena a couple weeks ago. It's not going to happen again. Dykes sinks King Richard into the chairs and throws him back into the ring.
All right, man. Both men back into the ring. King Richard, oh, man. Too bad for him right now. The only man standing in that ring, besides the referee, JC Dykes Jr. with the heavy leg drop. Is it over? New champion? No. The King kicks out. JC pouting. Thought he had it there for a second, but he thought too soon.
JC certainly frustrated there with the referee's count, but it wasn't on the level. King Richard was listening for that second strike. You know when he needed to kick out. Just that quick, the predatory instincts of King Richard coming to effect. And you see Dykes Jr. face down on the mat, and King Richard getting ready to take advantage of the end of JC Dykes' momentum.
Big punch right to the skull. JC feeling that. That mohawk of his is, elbow to the gut.
Another elbow to the gut by Dykes. Punch to the gut. King Richard going back into that corner. Dykes battering ram style shoulder block. But you see King Richard break up the eyes. Ring savvy veteran that he is. Ends the momentum right there. That's what you gotta do in this business.
Yep. It's all about the better man. Who is the best of the best? King Richard, rocking that gold, the champion of NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
Nice modified surfboard by King Richard. Dykes Jr. up to a kneeling base, now up to a standing base, but in no position to make use of it. King Richard floats the arms, and he floats JC Dykes Jr. over with a butterfly suplex.
That was a nice butterfly suplex by King Richard.
It certainly was. We've talked about the technical prowess of Dykes, but make no mistake, King Richard has an incredible repertoire, and he certainly spends his spare time studying tapes, quite possibly more than even Dykes does.
This don't look good for the champion.
Dykes mouthing off to King Richard. King Richard is tied to a tree of woe. JC Dykes Jr. out of the corner. Oh, Wolverine Ram, low blow to King Richard while he's tied up in the corner.
Was that in the testicles or what? Man, head full of nuts.
I gotta tell you, that was as bad dirty and underhanded maneuver as I've ever seen.
It's over. No. Man,
it might be the one time that I've ever agreed with something Dykes has done. In a situation like this, you do need to be that mean. You do need to be that underhanded. You do need to take cheap shots. You need to make use of the rule book. I wish that a man as skilled as Dykes would realize that the rule book and the fans are only slowing him down. And you see King Richard snapmare on Dykes, measures him, kick to the back. Dykes screaming in pain.
Yes, that's very painful right there. The lower back getting kicked right there. Paralyzing JC Dykes.
Just shoves him down to the mat there, like a little child being scolded by Goliath. And David ain't looking like he's going to find that slingshot, that rock, but just as soon as I say that, headbutt, trifecta, double elbow under, spring blade suplex by JC Dykes Jr., and both men are down on the mat.
Well, I don't know, everybody. Who's going to win this match?
And for the life of me, I don't know how King Richard is stirring that quickly. He's that good in the ring. He's that tough. But what a maneuver by Dykes. You see King Richard didn't lose focus though. He had so much momentum early on, and he's somehow able to go from that great maneuver of Dykes right back into his offensive flurry. That's just a testament to his abilities, but a big boot out of nowhere by Dykes Jr.
Yes, that was a big blow. Oh! Vicious power slam right to the center of the ring. JC is feeling that. Wow.
And in the words of my broadcast colleague, that don't tickle.
It sure don't. It's over. No! JC Dykes Jr. kicks out once again. Both men are amazing right now.
And King Richard can't believe it. You saw his sort of nonchalant cover there. Not typical of a man trying to win the match. But he was so sure that Dykes was out. And to be honest with you, I was too. And just that arrogant cover, just shoving his forearm across the bridge of the nose Dykes, kind of insulting him, and Dykes with the kick out of nowhere, but King Richard fires him into the ropes, kick to the gut, flies off the ropes, boot to the head, and Dykes is back down on the canvas one more time.
He's resting right now. I guess he's trying to, regain his consciousness. Oh, wow, what a big kick right to the head.
Stomp to the head of Dykes.
Shaking up that brain.
Between the boot and the mat is not a place you want to be.
No, it's not. You don't want to be there in that ring right there, laying down. You got to get up because you will get whipped.
And Dykes trying to crawl back to a vertical base. King Richard shot to the head. Manages him. Another shot to the head. Dykes shot to the gut. Attempted body slam. Gets him up.
Reverse.
But just not enough strength. And good God Almighty, King Richard hits him with the crowning achievement. Can you believe that? What a maneuver. And Dykes is all but done right now. Stick a fork in him, ladies and gentlemen. He is a done Tom Turkey. The thermometer has gone off.
Both men down. They got to the count of 10 to get up. King Richard looks like he's in progress. So is JC.
King Richard, first man to his feet though, fires the first shot. Dykes on rubber legs. King Richard, another stiff shot. Dykes rocking off the rope. And just good Lord Almighty, how much punishment can one man take? King Richard's in the rope. This is the spinning clothesline. Clothesline, Dykes Jr. and King Richard both down on the mat.
Yes, they sure are, Stephen.
And the 10 count begins.
Once again.
The referee already up to 3. Neither man has stirred to his feet.
This might be a
King Richard is his way to his stomach. Dykes is on his side. King Richard, first man to a crawling position. You can see just how important this belt is to both men. This opportunity for Dykes, the continuance of his reign to King Richard, that they're willing to come back with so much abuse and so much punishment. And Dykes making use of his famed headbutts.
Came off the ropes. Oh, wow, flying elbow. That might do it. Well, after what I've seen, I don't think that's going to do it at all.
No, it's a wise move by Dykes to bring King Richard back up.
Oh, that might do it.
Takes him from a chin lock down to a knee lift, comes off the ropes, knee strike by Dykes.
Nice
and Dykes showcasing the many varied styles that he's studied over time. There were 4 styles in that one right there.
Yeah. Well, is it over?
And the gift garage storming the ring. This is exactly what they do. They have each other's back. They're watching out for their boy. They know King Richard. They know King Richard would have their back. And JC Dykes Jr., for the first time in his life, thought he was going to be able to take apart King Richard for that Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight title. But the gift garage was there to say, boy. The big dog said, back up, you're on notice. And who do you have to count on? Because your brother isn't out here right now.
JC had this match, just to let everybody know. JC Dykes Jr. may have won the match, but he did not win the heavyweight champion. Oh, look, King Richard is angry.
And King Richard is mad.
Oh, man. Disrespect. What's this? The stroke. Called early on. Uh-oh. He ain't got his boys now to protect him. What do you have to say now, Stephen?
Oh, no. No. Karl, Dynamite. I know you guys haven't been seeing eye to eye, but don't let this happen. Boys, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, no. No.
Payback is a biatch.
Well, payback is indeed a biatch. Or in the words of my daddy, payback is hell.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Well, I don't think justice is being served here. This is certainly an unfortunate situation for King Richard. He's being ganged up on. He's being hit with foreign objects. 3-on-1. It's the only way you could ever see this man dominate this up are these 3 jabronis. And King Richard down on the mat. And the Stro, Dykes, and Karl are all looking down on him.
Well, you know, King Richard had this coming. You had to know that sooner or later he had it coming.
And you see the scavengers, the carrion the birds of opportunity, trying to pick the bone of a man who is at a serious disadvantage here. And a throw taking King Richard back up to a vertical base to continue this gang-style beatdown.
A triple team here.
I refuse to call this. This is a travesty, Jacques Moliere.
They're not through with him yet. He ain't going nowhere just yet. They have big plans for him. Oh man, they got King Richard apologizing to the fans. Man, that is just pathetic right there.
All right, fans, we'll be right back to end this hour right after we tell you where NWA Mountain State Wrestling will be next into your town.
July 3rd, Smithers, West Virginia. Remember, boys and girls, I know where you live, and I've seen where you sleep. And your mothers and fathers will cry when they've seen what I've done to everyone you like.
Friday, July 9th, Mullins, West Virginia. You know what, Mountain State fans? The Giftarage is...
What are you doing, big man? This is my time right here, baby. That's right. The Giftarage.
Saturday, July the 10th, Hinton, West Virginia, NWA Mountain State, coming right here to the building, the War Memorial Building, Hinton, West Virginia, July the 10th. Be there. The Bunkhouse Boys will be in action.
What a week we've had, fans. Be sure to tune in next week to see Team Mega defend their NWA North American Tag Team titles. As always, I'm the Outlaw Rockstar and Pretty Boy Redneck, Sweet Stephen Hensley.
And I'm Jacques Moliere. Tune in every week right here on Fox WV.
This is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell all my people, all my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss this one. NWA Mountain State Wrestling on Fox WV.